From there, we head straight to Rivers State, where a manhunt is still on for a suspected ritual killer who escaped from police custody on Saturday, August the 19th. The suspect escaped from the police investigation department of the police command the same day of his arrest for the murder of an 8-year-old girl in Port Harcourt. News correspondent Uchokoro was there.
This girl, do you know her before this time?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You know her? Who is she to you?
She was like my uncle's daughter.
There is the popular saying that a man's worst enemy is within his household. That summarizes the story of this young man who is alleged to have murdered his neighbor and uncle's 8-year-old daughter in cold blood. The 200-level undergraduate of the University of Port Harcourt Uniport allegedly murdered the victim in his apartment in Eliozu area of Port Harcourt before cutting off her body parts. But luck ran out of the suspect on his way to dispose of the corpse in the early hours of the morning.
He lured her into the room, got her defied, raped her to death, and at the end of the exercise, chopped off her breast, her vagina, and her eyes. As he was going to dispose of the body, he was intercepted by the locals, the vigilante that were around. They intercepted him, and then on sighting them, he abandoned the bag, and on searching the bag, they recovered the trunk in the bag. They alerted our men. Our men responded.
Driven by his desire for material wealth, the suspect confessed to have ventured into killing for ritual purposes to get rich quick.
What is inside this cup? The sense organs preserved in alcohol.
The sense organs preserved in alcohol. That's the eyes, the tongue, and what again?
The nose.
The nose is also here. What other organ is here?
The tongue.
The tongue is here. The eyes, the nose, and what?
And then the skin.
And the
skin.
Okay, the skin that you chopped off from our forehead. It's okay.
The victim's father narrated his ordeal from the last time he saw his daughter till when she was found dead.
I left my daughter 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday when she told me that there's no bread for tea. And I bought the bread for her, then she went back. When I came back from work around 3 o'clock, I get to freshen up, go to my wife's shop. From there, they said they're looking for my daughter, Victory, Chikanso, Miss. Around 1:30, the security men ran to me. They said, you are looking for your daughter, come and see your daughter, we'll call the man. I was with my bosses. And I ran with the security, one man and a woman, which I believe the woman is the man's husband. The man that's wound all over his body. He said they've caught the boy, and the boy was carrying a load around 10 minutes past 1 in the morning. With the sack bag. Then when they confronted him, where are you going? He want to throw dust pail. Reaching there, I saw the police. Then when I looked at the sack, I saw it's my daughter. They showed me the sack bag. As I opened it, I saw my daughter.
But few hours later, the grief of the victim's father and other relatives was further compounded. From the Rivers State Police Command, the suspect was moved to the Criminal Investigation Department from where he escaped.
He was taken for statement. After his statement, he was being taken back to the counter where he will be detained. It's a space of about 50 kilometers between the counter and the interrogation room. He just took to his heels. And the IPO, we found that instead of handcuffing him, he did not handcuff this guy. And that gave him an opportunity to run and escape. So we have launched a manhunt for this hoodlum, and by the grace of God, we'll get him as soon as and later. It's an individual negligence. We agree there is negligence on the part of the IPO. The IPO is undergoing a room trial. He will be tried, and punishment would be apportioned to him.
The police has, however, reassured the public that the fleeing suspect will be rearrested soon.
I want to appeal to members of the public we have been doing it. We have been arresting a lot of criminals, kidnappers, those who have been killing people, beheading them. We paraded them here. So this is, I think, people should understand with us is a human error. We admit the mistake. And though individual mistake, not a collective mistake, is just centered around the IPO. And we are doing everything possible to arrest this hoodlum. And I assure you we are going to arrest him. People should have confidence in us. They have seen what we have been doing in the past, and we will continue to do it. We will continue to ensure that there is security and safety for all residents of River State.
The police has also appealed to members of the public to assist the command with any relevant information that can lead to the arrest of the suspect. Meanwhile, based on confessional statements earlier made by the suspect, the police says it is on the trail of other members of the syndicate involved in ritual killings in River State.